As a brand, you need to be filming B-roll footage of yourself to use to market on social media later on. And I am talking about literally anything that you're doing. If you're sitting typing on your computer, you need to be filming B-roll. If you are doing your dishes, you can be filming B-roll. If you're packaging things up to send to clients, you need to be filming B-roll. And you need to do this in short little clips. 10, 15 seconds, and then move the angle so that in a span of 60 seconds, start to finish, you have 3 to 5 to even 7 clips of what you're doing from different angles so that you can use it to do voiceovers, to do text overlays, to do collages, to do part of a mini vlog, to use these for all sorts of different things. And you can reuse and repurpose this again and again and again with just a few seconds every time you do something interesting. But how do you go about filming that? Well, that is where this comes in. This is one of my favorite devices. This is a pocket-sized phone mount, and I have several that I recommend. I'm gonna link those down below for you because these are the best of the ones that I have found. A lot of these are good, but they do not do one thing, and that is allow you to film up and down at that 90-degree angle without it being at some weird wonky angle. This allows it to be straight up and down without tipping your phone over. So there's a plastic version and there's a metal version. Both are great depending on what you need. And I have separate review videos on each of these in our playlist, so you can check those out. But this is just the overview. So this is fantastic because it folds up and then it folds out. And this one even extends a little bit if you want to use it on an iPad or something. And then you have the ability to change the angle for whatever you need. You can then just set your phone right in the cradle here, that 90-degree angle, and you can set your phone down on your countertop. On any flat or relatively flat surface, this is going to work for. And then you're just filming 5 to 10 seconds, moving it 5 to 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, moving it around and going at different angles. So I'm talking about straight on from either side, from over your shoulder. You can do from like 45-degree angles, literally just kind of move it in a little half circle around you every couple of seconds. And you'll have a ton of footage that you can use again and again and again. And then every time you are doing something interesting or something boring inside of your business, if you film those clips, you can come back and reuse those later on. You're gonna have a massive bank of content that was very easy to create that you can now reuse again and again and again for voiceovers, for text overlays, for compilations, for different like vlog style content. You can use it in a lot of different ways. And if you're doing something interesting, you can film both vertically and horizontally by just switching the angle of your phone and then doing it again in just a few seconds. That allows you to create enough content that you can do tremendous things with. So if you're busy, if you are sick, if you're not feeling well, if you're tired, if you're overwhelmed, if you just don't feel like being on camera, if you are having an off day and your hair's not cooperating or your makeup's not cooperating, you have content that you can go back and use even if you didn't use it right in that moment. I cannot tell you how many times I go back into my B-roll folders. I have full-on folders for B-roll footage, and I just pull things out, whatever I need, whenever I need, because if I didn't have time to film it, or if I don't want to go to a different part of the house or a different location to film it, it's there. And people aren't going to remember that they've seen it, and if I have different angles of it, I can do so much with that, and so can you. So using a little device like this phone mount is going to be incredibly helpful because you just set it there. It's not going to be shaky. It's not going to fall over. You're not just like setting it on a shelf somewhere and hoping that your phone case holds it up. It's there and it's sturdy and it's good to go. And you can change the angle and position of it. And it just folds right down so that it goes right into a pocket size, literally guy pocket, not girl pocket, I know, pocket sized device that you can carry with you. I literally keep this in my purse and carry it with me all the time. So if I'm at a store or if I'm at a restaurant or if I'm doing something or if I'm, in a location that's really cool looking, I can even set it on the ground. I set this thing on the ground all the time, from the beach to when I'm out by the mountains to the hills to the grass to the dirt to the whatever. This is it. I can take content of myself by myself. I can take content of me and my dogs by myself. I don't have to rely on somebody to handhold it and it'll be all shaky and not so great. This just allows me to get nice, steady, easy footage without ever worrying about my phone falling down and getting hurt. So this is gonna be up, but I do sometimes have to worry about the puppy knocking into the other tripods that I'm using. So this is a game changer for me. Again, I will link the two that I really like down below. They do allow you to have this at a 90-degree angle so that your phone is straight up without it being everyone else is tipped like this. We want to make sure it's nice and straight. So these are the really good ones, but you have lots of options out there as well. So check them out. They're only a couple dollars each. It is not expensive at all. This is like one of the cheapest pieces of content tech that you can get to level up what you are doing and how you're creating it. And we talk all the time about creating your content in under 5 minutes, start to finish. That is start to posting. The idea, the conception of the idea, all the way to posting in under 5 minutes a day. It is so easy to create content, to build your brand, to grow what you are doing. And we have lots and lots of tutorials on how to do that down below. But if you've got questions, now's the time to go ahead and drop it and follow along for more tech reviews and for more tutorials on navigating the world of social media so that you can spend less time and effort and stress creating your content and make more money from it. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.